see this app. It's an invoice generating app. You just add the client name and details, and it will generate a perfect invoice for you, and you can even download it as a PDF. Now, see this website. It's a complete interior design business website with all sections like services, portfolio, and even a working booking form. And the interesting part is, all of this is built using Google Antigravity. Google Antigravity is growing insanely fast right now. People who are using tools like Cursor and Lovable are slowly shifting to this because it's free right now and it can build really powerful things. In this video, I'm going to build real projects using Google Antigravity so you can see how it works in practice. First, I'll create an invoice generator app just by giving a simple prompt to the AI. While building it, I'll also show you how to connect MCP servers and use them as the backend. After that, we'll build a complete website for an interior design business. We'll create the pages, design the layout, and structure the whole website inside Antigravity. And finally, I'll also show you how to deploy the website and make it live. So by the end of this video, you'll see multiple real use cases and get a clear idea of how powerful this tool actually is. Now let's start building our first application. For this demo, we're going to create a simple invoice generator app using Google Antigravity. This is a very practical tool that freelancers, agencies, and small businesses use to quickly generate professional invoices for their clients. The idea of this app is simple. A user should be able to enter business details, client information, add services or items, automatically calculate totals, and generate a clean, professional invoice. For this task, I'm selecting Fast Mode because we want the AI to execute the task quickly without going through a long planning process. And for the AI model, I'm choosing Gemini Flash, which is a faster model and works really well for building small applications like this. So here I'm going to give Antigravity a prompt describing the app we want to build, including the input fields, invoice layout, and calculation features. Once we run the prompt, Antigravity will start generating the project structure, components, and logic required for the application. During this process, it may also show the main steps it plans to take and ask for approval before applying certain changes, depending on the review settings. This gives you control over what the AI is modifying inside your project. This is where you'll see the real power of the tool, turning a simple idea into an actual working app. Once the app structure is ready, we'll open it in the browser testing environment inside Antigravity to see how it works. Antigravity usually provides a localhost preview link, so we can simply open that link in the browser to see the app running. And the interface of the app looks like this. On the left side, users can enter business details, upload their logo, and add company information. Below that, there is a client section where you can enter the client name, email, and billing address. Then we have the invoice details, including invoice number, date, and tax rate. Users can also add line items with description, quantity, and price. On the right side, there is a live invoice preview that updates instantly as we fill the form. So the invoice is generated in real time, and once everything is ready, users can simply download it as a PDF. Now let's quickly test the app. First, I'll upload a logo and add the business name. For the address, I'll leave it blank for now, since this is just a quick demo. Next, in the Bill To section, I'll add some client details, the client name, email, and address, just to demonstrate how the invoice works. For the invoice details, I'll keep the default values like the invoice number and date. Now let's add some line items. For the first item, I'll write website design, quantity is 1, and the price will be $1,200. You can also add more items, so I'll add another one, SEO work, and set the price to $1,500. And as you can see, the invoice preview on the right side updates instantly as we add these details. Our invoice is basically ready now. You can also add bank details or payment information, but for this demo, I'll skip that part. Now we can simply download the invoice as a PDF. And there it is, a clean, professional invoice generated in seconds. It's super simple, very practical, and really easy to use, which makes this kind of app extremely useful for freelancers and businesses. But here we can notice a small issue. If you look at the downloaded PDF, the text alignment is not proper, especially in the line items and some sections of the invoice. Now, instead of manually fixing the code, we can simply go back to the Antigravity chat and ask the AI to fix it. So I'll just give it a prompt to correct the text alignment in both the invoice preview and the generated PDF and make the layout clean and properly structured. Antigravity will analyze the issue and update the code to fix the alignment. Now you can see Antigravity has completed the update. Let's quickly test it again. I'll just add some random details to the form again to check whether the issue is fixed. Now I'll download the invoice once more. And yes, as you can see, the alignment is now perfectly structured in the PDF. So just like that, we fixed the issue. This shows how easily you can modify or improve any part of your app by simply giving instructions to Antigravity. Now, let's take this app one step further and connect a backend to make it usable for real practical use. The idea is simple. When a user arrives, they should first sign up or log in, and after authentication, they can create invoices. We'll also add a past invoices section, where all the invoices created by the user will be saved. This way, even if the user logs out and comes back later, they can still review their previous invoices. To do this, we'll connect a Supabase MCP server. So I'll go to the code editor, and from there, open the MCP services section. Here, I'll select Supabase as the MCP service. Now, to connect it, we need a Supabase access token. So I'll click the link provided, which opens the Supabase dashboard. Here, I'll simply generate a new token, give it a name for this project, and create it. Once the token is generated, I'll copy it and come back to Antigravity. Now I'll paste the token here and save it. And just like that, the Supabase MCP is connected to our project. Now, instead of manually setting up the backend, I'll simply ask Antigravity to configure everything for us. For that, I'm just giving it a prompt. The prompt basically says to connect the project with the Supabase MCP backend, add user authentication with sign-up and login, and allow users to create and save invoices. It also asks Antigravity to create a past invoices section where all the invoices generated by the user will be stored and can be accessed later. Once I run this, Antigravity will start setting up the authentication system, database, and backend logic automatically. Now Antigravity will start setting everything up. It may take a couple of minutes, maybe around 2 to 5 minutes, because it is configuring the backend both in the app and inside Supabase. I'll skip the waiting part, and I think it's done now. As you can see, the screenshots, the setup is complete. So let's test it. I'll open the localhost preview link, and now you can see it's showing a sign-in screen, which means the authentication system has been added. I'll just enter my email, create a password, and sign up. And as you can see, now I'm logged in and the dashboard is open. To test it, I'll quickly add a logo, business name, and a few random items just for demonstration. The invoice is generated and I'll download it. Now you can also see a Past Invoices button. If I click on it, the invoice we just created appears there, which means the front end is working exactly as instructed. Now let's check the back end. I'll open my Supabase account, the same one where we generated the token, and as you can see, a new project has automatically been created by Antigravity. If I open it and go to Users, you can see my email listed there with the sign-up details, which means the authentication is being saved. Now, if we check the database, you can see tables like invoices and invoice items. If I open them, you can see the invoice data we just created is stored here, which means everything is working properly. So Antigravity has basically handled both the front end and the back end setup automatically, and the app is already functional. The UI buttons may need a little refinement, but that can easily be adjusted by giving a few more instructions to the AI. So our invoice app is now ready. You can deploy it and start using it. I'll show the deployment process in the website section. So for now, let's move to the next example. Before we start building the website in Antigravity, I quickly want to show you something. If you want to save some money on Windows or Office, this might help. A lot of people end up paying full price for Windows or Office, or just never activate it at all, but there's a much cheaper way to get genuine licenses. Right now, there's a special deal running on Keysoft where you can get Windows and Office at big discounts, all in one place. It's super simple. Just search Keysoft on Google, open the site, choose Windows 11 Pro or Office, and add it to your cart. Before checkout, use these codes: PAI50 for Windows products and PAI62 for Office products. Once you apply them, the price drops instantly. After that, you can pay using PayPal or your credit card. I've added all the links and codes in the description below, so you can check them out. Now let's get back to the video. Now let's create a complete website using Antigravity. For this demo, I want to build a website for an interior design company. So again, I'll go to the Agent Manager, select Fast Mode, and give it a prompt to generate the website. The prompt basically asks Antigravity to create an interior designer business website that showcases their work, includes a gallery of projects, allows users to book appointments, and contains all the necessary pages like services, portfolio, about, and contact. I will add all prompts in my Telegram group, so you can copy from that if you want. Now let's run the prompt and see how Antigravity builds the website. Now the process is complete, and Antigravity has finished generating the website. You can see the local host preview link, so I'll just click on it to open the website. And as you can see, the website is already ready. This is the Lumina interior design website, and it comes with all the main sections like Home, About, Services, Portfolio, and Contact, along with a Book a Consultation option. At the top, we have a modern hero section showcasing the brand message and a strong visual design. As we scroll down, you can see the About section, where the company story and experience are highlighted. Then there's a Services section explaining their expertise, like residential design, commercial design, custom furniture, and project management. Below that, we have a portfolio gallery where their recent interior design projects are showcased. Further down, there's a client testimonial and a consultation booking section where users can schedule a design session. And finally, the website also includes a complete footer with contact details, social links, and company information. So with just one prompt, Antigravity has generated a full professional business website with multiple sections and a clean, modern design. Now let's make a few improvements to this website. As you can see, the hero section image looks good, but the overlay text is not very clear, and the navigation bar is also not properly visible. So I'll ask Antigravity to adjust the hero section so the text and navigation are clearly readable. Also, the booking form is currently just a static form, so we need to connect it to actually receive submissions. For that, I'm going to use FormsFree, which is a third-party tool that allows you to connect website forms directly to your email. So I'll quickly log in to FormsFree's website, create a new form, and generate the form endpoint link. Now I'll simply paste that link into Antigravity and ask it to connect the booking form with this endpoint. Antigravity will update the form so that whenever someone submits it, the details will be sent directly to my email. Now it looks like the changes are done, so let's check it again. I'll refresh the local host preview, and as you can see, the hero section now looks much better, and the navigation is clearly visible. Now let's test the booking form to make sure it's working properly. Now I'm adding all my details like name, email, property type, date, and a short message, and then clicking on the Send Request button. And yes, it shows that the inquiry has been submitted successfully. Now let's check the Gmail inbox. I'm opening my Gmail, and as you can see, I've received a new email from the website. It contains all the form details like the name, email, property type, date, and the message that was submitted. So this means the booking form is now fully working and all the inquiries from the website will come directly to your email. This is how you can connect your website forms and start collecting leads. Antigravity handled most of the work for us. I just showed you the basic demo, but you can go much further, like making the website more attractive, adding animations, improving sections, and customizing it however you want. Now let's deploy this website. For deployment, you can simply ask Antigravity to prepare the project for deployment on platforms like Netlify or any other hosting service. Antigravity will automatically collect all the code files, organize them properly, and create a downloadable project folder. So once I give that instruction, Antigravity prepares the files and places the folder on my system. As you can see, the project folder is now available in my Downloads section. Now we just need to deploy it. I'll open Netlify in a new tab, log into my account, and click on Add New Project. Then I'll select the Deploy Manually option. Here I'll simply drag and drop the Antigravity project folder. Netlify will start processing the files, and as you can see, it's building and deploying the website automatically. After a few moments, the deployment is complete, and the website is now live on the internet. You can see the generated URL, which means anyone can now access the site from anywhere. You can also later connect a custom domain if you want to use your own branded website address. So this was just a small demonstration of what you can actually build using Antigravity. With tools like this, you are not limited to simple websites. You can build complete SaaS applications, internal business tools, dashboards, CRM systems, automation platforms, and many other types of real-world software. You can connect APIs to bring external data into your apps, integrate MPC backends like Supabase to handle authentication, databases, and storage, and even connect different services together to create powerful workflows. For example, you could build tools like client management systems, booking platforms, invoice systems, lead generation dashboards, project management tools, or custom business software tailored for specific industries. You can also improve your apps by adding animations, modern UI designs, integrations, and automations, making them look and function like professional products. Also, at the time, Antigravity is completely free to use, so it's a great opportunity to explore it, experiment with different ideas, and build as much as you can while it's available. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to learn about AI tools and building with AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.